Hello, welcome to Adwick Lane. Now, if you watched the previous Droxford video I did say about we do a little running session for Adwick Lane. So I've not done one for ages, so I thought I've got a spare half hour. This video won't be half an hour, but you know, it'll probably take half an hour to film it. So I thought I'd do a little running session tonight. Well, of course, we've got a warship in there. We've got a 4TC unit and a 2-car DMU in the bay platform. And if you remember me saying on the weekend maintenance video about being able to get 4-coach trains in now, I mean, the signals are all the signals are going to be replaced. I'm putting new ones in, but I'm just running it like this at the minute. You know, I mean, the guard can whistle early and tell the driver to move. But anyway, we've got Sir Daniel Gooch coming in on some Mark IIs. That's just coming from Sheffield, because Adwick Lane is kind of based around the Doncaster area. Adwick Lane is actually the road that goes past Adwick railway station, part of the Park and Ride one. It's called Adwick Lane. That's where I kind of got the name from, that being my local railway station. So yeah, we've got Sir Daniel Gooch coming in on a train from Sheffield. I always seem to stop it or slow it down too much halfway through the platform. But as you can see with the relay track, you know, the reconfiguration of the track, it definitely flows a lot better. Well, we've got warship 843 waiting to go. That's off to sort of Grantham and Lincoln and all down that area. But before that goes, it's got to wait for a van train to come in. Now, this I've kind of reenacted because when I used to sort of train spot when I was a kid, it's about 1977-78 at Eastleigh in Hampshire. There used to be a van train just coming every night with a class 73 on it, and it used to come into Eastleigh, then it used to reverse around the sidings and drop some vans off. And quite often or not, the drivers would let you go up in the cab and have a look, and depending on which driver it was, they used to let you ride in the cab while they went up to drop the vans off and then come back into the platform again. So I just sort of reenacted it, really. Only it was a blue 73, not a blue with full yellow ends, but I haven't got a full blue 73 yet. That's on my list of swap meet purchases I'm looking for. But it's coming in, 73002. Into platform 4. Now what will happen here is one of the vans will go off up the branch line there, which is on the right of your screen, and it'll push the other two into this platform here. Then the 73 will go and sort of sit and wait for it to come back. Right, the warship's now got the road, and off it goes. Right, the class 20 will be taking the vans off the end of that train. So I've got electric points, so I've got to do them by hand. Massive point lever that looks like a hand. Right, this will just go up into the little head shunt just off the branch line. That's going to wait there now because we have to fetch the locomotive off platform 2 on the train that's just gone out. Fetch that to train in, which is class 46. This is the Bachmann one, the one I bought the swap meet. If you saw the swap meet video, that was the mainline one. Right, now what I'll try and do, I'll try and trying to hold this with, and I'll try and film this so you can see how much smoother this point work is now coming into here. One thing I've noticed actually with the Bachmann class 45 and the class 40, the couplings seem to be a different height. They seem to be higher than everything else, so you've got to kind of mess about to sort of couple things up to them. But I've noticed that with the 40 and the 45, the couplings are a different height to normal. But I can't understand why they've done that. But maybe they know why. But yeah. But I've noticed that with them for some reason the Bachmann 46 and the 40 seem to have different coupling heights to everything else. Very strange. Right, the class 20 is going to come back in now. Come in onto the vans. Right, now we'll just do a little bit of shunting because it's going to shunt them up into this road here, and then take the end one off. Then it will release the class 73 off the end. There should be just enough into that head shunt to release them past the end of the platform, which there is. Right, so now it will now shunt into that platform. And then the 73 will be released off there, and then when the class 20 moves off, it will then take it. It will then come back onto there, and then when the class 20 brings that back in, it will then reverse onto there, and then the whole sort of like a reversal, if you like, of the shunting manoeuvre. Right, so class 20 is now ready to go with its one van up the branch line. Now this branch line actually takes trains to Droxford, so I can run trains from here through to my Droxford layout, which sometimes I do. I'll sort of run it into Droxford, and then I run the locomotive around it. So that's now staying there. So now we'll release the 73, and fetch him onto the parcel train. Got a lot of tidying up I need to do with the track where I've changed it all round and things like that. Lots of tidying up to do, but now we're getting the horrible weather and you can't really sort of go out anywhere much. I might have a bit of time to do it at weekends. I won't be able to do much work outside. This is the trusty old Lima 73. I do have a Hornby 73 as well, but this is the trusty Lima one. It's not bad. not, you know, one's quite nice, and sort of another swap meet purchase. In fact, most of my stuff comes from swap meets now. The only loco on here, on this view at the minute, that was bought new was Class 46. Everything else swap meet. This the 4TC unit there. I bought at an exhibition. It was in the club that was hosting the exhibition. It was in their sort of on their stall, and I got the whole thing for 10 quid. The whole thing for 10 quid. And just I've tidied it up a bit, but it needs a little bit more work done on it. But I thought for 10 quid, it looks the part. I'm happy. Right, so not sure what's coming in next, to be honest. It'll be sort of a wait and see. I think there's a bit of a treat coming in actually, because rumour has it there's a very old train coming in. The Pullman, the Midland Pullman. Now this, the drive in that, it's not a Triang power bogie, it's actually a Lima 33, a pair of Lima 33 bogies in there. And the centre coaches are two Airfix Mark IIs that I've painted up, and the centre one, the buffet, it's an old Tricks one that I got for a couple of quid at an exhibition. Painted it up because what I'm after next is, if I can find one that's a bit battered and knackered, is a Mark II brake coach that I can paint up, so I can have it either as part of a unit or diesel hauled, like because I've bought the Hornby blue Mark II Pullman ones, which I run with my blue Triang Pullmans, but trouble is I would love to get the proper coaches, but they're getting more and more difficult to get hold of, and when they do come up, they're just so expensive. So it's just I've just like a make do job with that one. Right, so the 4TC is about to depart. It's just a normal 33. I haven't got a 33-1 at the minute. I'm looking for one. I keep missing some on eBay. I've seen some right bargains go on eBay, but I'm always at work or I'm busy or something, and I blinking miss them. So you know, I could have put a 73 on it, but I literally, what I do, I have all my locomotives like that, and I work my way along and pick one out at a time. So it depends really what's in the lineup, sort of thing. Right, so the 4TC's off. It's 33 on it. Right, the Class 20 is coming back in with its parcel van. It's unloaded its parcels and picked up some more. So that's going to come into platform 4 now. And then the Class 73 will take its coaches away and then bring them back in on here. Just going to uncouple this. This is my little uncoupler, made out of a couple of bits of wire fixed together. I've got another one as well that I made for Troxford. So I've got like an uncoupling thing on each platform, each station. So it just saves me traipsing backwards and forwards, because you're guaranteed I'll take it over one side and leave it there, and then I'll need it over this side. Right, Class 73 is going to take its coaches out and then pull back in on to that train on platform 4 and pick the other two coaches back up again. Right, then I'll then bring So that's now ready to depart very shortly. We've got a Deltic coming in on some Mark 1 stock. This has come up from King's Cross. Now this Deltic's got, I've taken the original motor out of it. It's actually got a class 50 power unit, because the class 50 has got different gearing and it's a lot smoother. Doesn't sort of snatch when it pulls away. It's a lot smoother gearing on it. So I've still got the original Deltic power units as sort of backups or spares or whatever, or if I get one that isn't running, I've got a motor I can put into it. But yeah, what I did was I replaced them with class 50 motors, because a lot smoother running. Right then, class 46 is off out now. Not sure where this one's going, but it's off anyway. You can see again with the running the full train how much smoother the track coming into there is. Right, now we see the class 47. It's waiting to go onto the train on platform 1, but it can't go anywhere because we've got a local service to Leeds about to leave from 1A, which is a bay platform. When I built the layout, I wish, with hindsight, I'd have made the platform road go right up to the building, because then I could have put get three car units in there, but never mind. This is a Lima one. I bought it as a 3-car unit from a swap meet, and I've also got a Bachmann 3-car as well. But I do run them as 3-car now and again, but when I run into this platform I can only run them as 2-car. Right, so the 47 now got the right of way, so that's going to go out and then go onto the train on platform 1. Later on, when I replace the signals, the old signals are going to be going here for running in purposes. Right, so it's going to go onto that train now that the Deltic brought in on platform 1. In fact, on this layout, if you look at the back, there's a lot of sort of places from Hampshire, Eastleigh particularly, where I grew up, that are now transported to a district of Doncaster, another railway town, of course. Unigate Dairy, that's a model of the one that was in Eastleigh in Hampshire. Benny Hill worked there as a milkman, hence his song Ernie. Frog and Frigate Pub, that's down near the docks in Southampton. You used to go there on a Friday and a Saturday. And then we've got Woolworths. That's a model of the store from Eastleigh. Jacob's Records, the record shop I used to go to. Now, when I made that, I couldn't find any pictures. After I'd made it, I found some pictures online. Somebody sort of posted some pictures, so it's just a representation. But all the record covers are real ones, scanned and reduced. Also, my dad used to get called Jack as well after the cricketer, so that's a bit of a thing there. Roadline lorry, my dad used to work for Roadline, before that it was BRS, but I've got a BRS lorry there. We've got the bistro up there, which, you know, it's the Super Quick cafe, but it's named after my missus. And then we've got my dogs, bar Shiloh, which is Shiloh the Staffy, Ollie, of course, my late Jack Russell, and still got a few more. I'm going to rename a few more bits to make it sort of personal as well. But this shelter here is a model of one that used to be in Lee Road Park in Eastleigh. I managed to find a decent picture of that and made a model of that. The roundabout there, used to play on that in the local park. Here eventually is going to be all sort of playground equipment that was in the parks when I was a kid. Not the stuff they got now, you know, the proper slides and like the witches out, or what they call it up here. They call it the Bobby's helmet up here. But yeah, that's eventually going to be like a park that we used to have when we were kids. You know, stuff we used to have in there. So try and make it all sort of personal and things like that. Right, the Pullman is about to depart and go off on its way. I think our last train movement today will be the parcels van that we kind of started off with, didn't we? Coming just before, but yeah, this has got class 33 power bogie and trailing bogie, and it's not bad actually. It runs quite well. Before the 73 goes out on its way with its parcels coaches. I don't think you've seen this one. You'll see what it is when it comes through the tunnel. It's my representation of the Brighton Belt. Well, the Hornby one, I know I could buy the Hornby one, but it's a bit out of my price range, to be honest. It seems to be anything connected with the southern region seems to be dearer than anything else. And what it is, it's the old Triang ones. I had two brake coaches. What I've done is I've made them into driving ends, and on this end has got a Triang power bogie, like what you have on the DMU and the old Pullmans. Well, that's underneath that. Put oval buffers on it, and I've sort of painted the cab yellow. Redid the front piece above there, and the head code box is actually made out of card, cut to shape and put on. But it doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks the part. I think the front of the cab's a slightly different shape. I probably need to reshape that at some point, but I'm a bit... It took me ages to get it like that, and I don't really want to completely mess it up. But I've only got 4 coaches at the minute, but I'm after at least one more to put in there, possibly two. But I definitely want one more coach to put in there, and there's one particular one that I'm after, but I shall have a look around the swap meets. Next one I'm going to will be December now, so I shall have a look there, see if I can find it there. So yeah, that's my little Brighton Bell converted from Triang Pullman coaches. All I've done is just converted the brake coaches into driving ends, but I know it's not as probably heavily detailed as the Hornby one, but you know, what can you do? Looks like we've got a drunk on the platform there as well. So right, the Class 73 is off on its parcels train. Hope you enjoyed this little visit to Adwick Lane. I'll probably do some more of these at some point, but I've got a lot of tidying up. It needs lots of tidying up work done on it. But yeah, I'll get that done over the winter probably when it's too wet and manky to do any jobs outside. Anyway, thanks for your visit to Adwick Lane. As I say, happy modelling, and as I say, we'll leave this with the Class 73 002 taking its parcel trains out.